Exactly. Salespeople should never pick up the phone and find their own pipeline.
Hello, I'm with John Bedwany again. Welcome back, John.
Hi, John.
Hey, John, we're going to talk about your challenge number 7 in the B2B sales world, and that is how to get effective inside sales organisations.
Correct.
Now, what do you mean by, can you give a definition of inside sales?
Sure. So people on the phones with a quota selling product or selling solutions.
Okay, and what are the sort of issues you see in traditional inside sales?
Well, there's a couple of key issues. It goes back to the point I've been making along the series. Anyone on quota should not be building their own pipeline. So I think that's the first thing we've got to fix.
You mean any face-to-face salesperson out there?
Or via the telephone.
If
they're on quota, they're trying to sell something. They're going through a sales cycle. So while they're not selling, they're building pipeline, which means they're not selling. While they're selling, they're not building pipeline. Either way, it's not working. So we have to fix that. The second thing is with inside sales, it's transactional. So people want to be want to be sold to immediately. You can't have transactional solution selling.
And by definition, inside sales has been very much about, let's take all the smaller transactional type activity away from the real large business-to-business sales guy.
Correct.
So that he can become more productive, he or she, and then the inside salespeople sell those products. But you're really saying let's use inside sales in a different way to get more efficiency.
Absolutely. So let's look at the mathematics. If you have 10 inside salespeople, and again, the research shows that 25% of the time they're selling, half their time they're building their own pipeline, quarter of the time doing admin. So you've actually got 2.5 sellers. So why would you want to invest 10 when you get 2.5 performance?
Right.
So my suggestion is you've got to build a relationship with these people till they're ready to buy, then pass them over to the inside sales teams. You supersize your inside sales organisation, and you've got relationships with people that want to buy from you.
Okay. So, I'm really concerned about the lack of productivity that a lot of people have achieved with inside sales, and they think they're going to solve a lot of the external sales, face-to-face selling issues they've got and so on, and lift their productivity. In a lot of cases I've seen, that hasn't happened at all.
It's an additional cost of coverage that doesn't yield. That's the truth of it all. Okay. So again, I go back to the point. The experience that the people have that they're talking to is generally disruptive. Here's a typical example. You've got 1,000 companies you need to call. Go and find who the contacts are. Start calling them. There's 5 different things you want to talk to them about. Just see. There's no structure, John.
Very tactical.
There's no structure.
Yeah.
And then they're blitz days. We need some pipeline. Let's get 1,000 calls going to get 50 leads. There's no structure. And at the end of the time, look at the damage it does. 950 people said no.
In a B2C environment, or maybe even in a small level B2B environment, maybe that makes sense because there's only one decision maker. Correct. And you're going to hit them hard.
Correct.
Even then, I question it'd be nice to start building relationships in a B2C environment.
So what's right with this picture? You've got a method of building relationships with these people that educates them until they're ready to buy. So when they're ready to buy, they say, I want to buy from you. And then we pass them over to the inside sales guys, which are subject matter experts that will then find the last mile with these particular buyers and then close the sale. You need less inside salespeople. You're providing more value to the marketplace, and everything's kept in the database that you guys own, which is the relationships of the market.
So really, it's exactly the same model. You're dealing with your external sales guys with the inside sales guys.
Exactly.
Let's not waste their time and effort doing things that are not productive from a selling point of view, and let's help build the scenario for them so that they can then go in and actually win the business.
Exactly. Salespeople should never pick up the phone and find their own pipeline.
Whoa, that's a big statement. Never. You're saying never.
Correct.
Okay, and whether they're inside salespeople or external salespeople.
Correct. When was the last time a doctor called you, John, and said, hello, it's Dr. John here. Next time you're sick, come and see me.
The old doctor analogy.
Well, this is what the market wants. They're wanting to talk to subject matter experts that are not on quota.
Okay. All right. I think that's a very, very good message. A lot of strategic thinking needs to be put in to make this effective, and I know you've put a lot of thought into that. I'm going to have more interviews with you, and we'll learn more about that.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.